Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Where we left off last time, we were exploring this area. We were actually down here. I just cleared out some wolves from this area and picked up, nothing really of value. Except for one item. We picked up a cog for the quest. The white cogwheel ring. It was on this body down here. One of these two. There's some wargs here. And then we walked up here. The recorder wasn't working unfortunately at that point in time, but I've caught it for now, so we're going to continue on our adventure and just pretend that we saw everything that happened down there. We're going to talk to Alec. You see three peasants circling an ancient pine as they talk loudly among themselves. I found it. What? Where? Show us. Nay, it wasn't nothing. I just thought I did. Damn stump. The man hits the trunk of the tree with his fist, then winces and massages his hand. Well, put your backs into it. I can smell the gold I can. And what gold would that be? The men jump up and press their backs into the pine's massive trunk. They never take their eyes off of you as they lean towards each other, whispering. You barely catch the words baron and treasure. Gold? Nothing like that here, my lord. The bravest of them nods and the others quickly do the same. Well, Edgar here is too old. Alec's gonna marry Martha, you see, the third man adds. So we were gonna carve their names into this trunk here. I was gonna carve a picture of her tits too, but Alec said that was too bold. Cut it out, he heard us, the third one mutters, a quiver in his voice. So much for our gold. Just tell me the truth while you can. My patience wears thin. The villager glances at his sullen companions. We're searching for gold here, my lord. A traveling bard spent the night in our village and told us tales about big fights, barbarians, and the chieftains who led their hordes here long ago. At the end, he said he knew where the barbarian chieftains buried. Buried what? Promised he could show us. I'm gonna guess that's supposed to say where the barbarian chieftain's treasure is buried, but it sort of just doesn't have a subject. He said he knew where the barbarian chieftain's buried. We paid him 2 gold. He wanted 3, but we could only gather 2. He told us anyway, though. Barbarians, you say? If I remember their customs correctly. As you recall, there were barbarian tribes here that rode across these lands long ago. Moreover, they buried their chieftains in cairns with all their earthly possessions. However, all the known cairns are far to the east or northwest. The villager impatiently waits your reply. The lands are mine or soon will be. Go ahead and fell the tree. I'll wait to see what's hidden beneath it. Right you are, Calvert. We shouldn't have told the Baron about the treasure. Time to flee this barony, I'd say. With a Baron like that, we'll never get any treasure. Bye. There's no treasure, by the way. After several hours of digging and chopping, the villagers managed to fell the ancient tree. The pine creaks indignantly as it's uprooted and falls aside, its remaining roots dangling in the air. There's nothing under the tree but several worms and a mold end. Nothing here, the villager says, perplexed. What happened? Did the bard lie to us? Because we paid too little and he held a grudge. I told you, don't be greedy. I said, get your stash out of your boot, and what did you do? The villager gestures frantically. I know which way he left. It's only been a half day. We can still catch him. We'll get on our knees before him, empty our pockets if need be. He'll forgive us. Then he'll tell us where the treasure really is. Let's go, come on. See, this is why we don't care if they stay in our barony or not. They are stupid. Like, really stupid. Anyways, we leveled up. Everyone. So, we're gonna get some knowledge world and lore religion. No feats or anything, and we're not level 7, so we don't get any new spell levels, but we might get new spells slots. So let's take a look. We do. We have an extra spell slot for number 2 or level 2 spells. We're gonna grab. We have lots of bull strength on our other character. Let's get something different. Like Grace do. No. It's the fear effect thing. It's a bone shaker. Huh. Does some damage. Blessing of courage and life. +2 against any fear and death effects. Let's grab a hold person spell. Those are usually pretty good if they don't save, which tends to happen a lot. And what else can we grab? Maybe our lesser restoration. We do tend to run into a lot of poisons and drains and stuff. We also get another level 3 spell, which is going to be Resist Energy Communal, because we're going to be going to a place we desperately need it very soon. Did we?
Quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Yeah, he's full up. Okay, good. Our Barbarian gained a level, of course, and she is going to get her few stat points: Athletics, Mobility, Lore, and Perception. And she gets a new Rage power. I guess Renewed Vigor is pretty good. It's like a minor heal. And our monk. Our monk gets what at this level? Wholeness of body by spending 2 points in the key pool. High pool. I think it's key. Key pool is a standard action. The monk can heal a number of hit points equal to the monk level. So 6. Woo. We get a monk bonus feat though. Might be good. Take a look. After we get our skills, we can get Blind Fight, Combat Reflexes, Crane Style, Disarm, Improve Blind Fight, which we don't have the prerequisite for yet. Or we do. Apparently, we can just skip Blind Fight and go straight to Improve Blind Fight. Alternatively, we can grab Trip. But I think I'm going to take Improved Blind Fight. Pretty good. Alright, we're rolling out. How's our monk's damage? We should be getting better fists shortly. How do I check that? Oh, there we go. When do her fists become better? There we go. At levels 4 to 7, they're 1d10, which I think is what they're currently at. But they will become... Oh, it's smalls. They're 2d6 at levels 4 to 7. At level 8 becomes 2d8 damage. Oh, it's large. Never mind. Oh, I'm reading this entirely wrong. Alright, so they are 1d8 right now, and they become 1d10 at levels 8 to 11. Okay, cool. Got it covered. I was just being incredibly wrong there. Not just the normal amount of wrong, very wrong. We're gonna run into more trolls, I think, coming up shortly here. Or just wolves.
This will hurt.
Wolves fighting a trollhound. I think the trollhound wins this fight. Although maybe not. But the trollhound definitely doesn't win this fight if our characters hit. Oh, you didn't need fire to kill these things. Well, fine. I'll take care of this then. You know what? Try that. I want to see what it looks like. Cool. We dealt 31 damage with that spell. Maybe we should have kept it for special occasion. Although we are almost at our acid axe, I think. I think we need one more cog. I think it might be up in the tower, though. Or maybe it's around here. One troll. Trollhound's not such a big deal, but the troll is. So we'll probably just take these down. Just like that, actually, and then just fireball them all. And that takes care of that little problem. Now, we've all gained a level recently, so we're going to be a long ways away from leveling up again. Which is kind of sad, but
we do it my way.
Is the reality of the situation. Like, we need what? Yeah. About 10,000-ish to level. And a little more than that on the other characters. So it's going to take a bit. Alright, I guess we're going up to the statue now. Maybe we only need 2 cogs. Although I thought I remember there being 3. The third one might be up here in the spider area. In fact, I think that's where it is. Also, there's apparently some steps with a hand. It's a Torag's pendant. As I mentioned, there are spiders. They are right here. There is another way you can encounter these spiders. And I'll show you as soon as we're done this fight. Why is our mage getting killed? We'll send our monk back to take care of the mage. I don't want to deal with a mage with lower dexterity than it already has. It's already quite low, so yeah. Alright, moving up a ton. Actually, you know what? We don't even need to worry about any of this.
All the fun.
Go fight those. I think we're gonna fireball our monk. It'll be fine. The dwarf, however, won't. That just walked right into the fireball area.
I won't give up.
Oh, our monk got hit. Luckily we got that sweet restoration spell. Although she's still poisoned. But she succeeded in her saving throw. I think she only lost 1 dex, so she'll be fine. How's our spells doing? We can get some healing going. Yep, so let's go into the tower. There's a chest up there, which I think we actually need. Once, long ago, a sturdy watchtower rose above the forest, ready to signal an enemy's approach day or night. Now the ancient moss-covered stones were crumbling, and birds rather than warriors inhabited the place. The ground floor had long been looted, but there still seemed to be some furniture left on what remained of the upper floor, a rotted table, an uneven chair, and a small but seemingly robust chest. Sadly, the stairs leading up had collapsed long ago. Climbed up. Silene deftly climbed the stones, even as they crumbled beneath her feet. On the next floor, she found what must have been a living room centuries ago. There were even the remnants of decomposed floor mat. The chest was heavy, but it didn't take Silene much effort to push it to the ledge and drop it down. The chest fell to the stone floor with a loud thud, a huge cloud of dust rising around it. The wood had darkened after years of exposure to the sun and the rain. The metal siding had grown a layer of rust, and even the decorative carvings on the lid were barely discernible. Even so, the chest itself was as robust and secure as the day it was made by some unknown dwarven master. And of course, it was still locked. We tried picking the lock? The mechanism had rusted, the key had long been lost, but that matters little to a skillful lockpick. After tinkering inside the keyhole for a while, Elira opened the lid triumphantly. Inside we found the simple possessions of a dwarven warrior who must have once been stationed in this tower. Battle gear consisting of chainmail, a helmet, a shield, and an axe, a pair of torn traveling boots, and a metal tankard the size of a small bucket, a pipe, and a full pouch of tobacco which had petrified over the years, and lastly, a peculiar little thing, a complex red metal cog, which is the thing we need. Alright, I think that's pretty well the stuff we need for getting our axe. So, if you go to these stairs, alternatively you can go from the bottom, which is just over here somewhere. What did we miss looting in there? There's nothing there. There's some steps, and you can go down and up these stairs. If you take the stairs up, you will be immediately in range of the spiders, so it's a little bit of an ambush for you if you're not wary. Just as a heads up. I think there's just 3 cogs, right? We have a dwarven warrior, it should be cleric, crusader. We have a dwarven crusader. He should be able to discern what's going on with this thing, hopefully. Unlike the time-worn watchtower, the statue of Torag is in perfect condition. The dwarven god's face has a stern look, almost accusatory when combined with surrounding devastation. We'll examine it. Dwarven artisans are famous for installing clever hidden mechanisms in their works. You discover a hidden panel with a niche above it. In the niche, a set of jagged grooves adorned with arcane symbols seems to be connected to something deeper inside the statue. It seems that access to Torag's treasures will require the missing cogs. Put the cogs in. I have all 3 of them. No matter how you fit it, the cog won't rotate. It seems you'll need all 3 to open the panel. Let's open the panel. Oh, we have all the cogs? Hang on, are we missing a cog? Let's take a look. So we have the cogwheel ring, right? We have the gold cogwheel ring. Where's the copper one that we picked up? Did we not loot? Maybe it's here. Okay. Did we not loot the chests? Oh, we didn't. I thought it just automatically looted it. That was my bad. I don't know why I assumed it automatically looted for us, but... Oops. Alright, so there's the cogwheel ring. We have a breastplate, a garbage heavy shield. We'll take the great axe though. It's called Troll Reaper. That is actually the acid axe right there. I'll show you guys it right now. It is +1 and deals an additional 1d6 acid damage, which makes our barbarian the best killing machine against those stupid branded trolls. Because now she can hit them. We're not done here though. We do have the cogs, and we need all 3 of them for the statue. And the statue itself... You have all 3 cogs, but you're not sure how to fit them into the mechanism. Maybe the arcane markings are a clue. Decipher the markings. The markings seem vaguely familiar. Raking through your memory, you realize these are well known for alchemical symbols, though in ancient dwarven script. The symbol for tin seems to be designed for the white cog representing tinsmiths, iron must mean the red cog for blacksmiths, while gold is for the gold cog and goldsmiths. Having placed all the cogs properly, you see that they can now rotate. You rotate the cogs and hear a rumbling noise within the statue, followed by a loud click. The panel opens, revealing the treasure stored within.
Interesting.
There we go. I was like, does it? Did it really? Onion soup, a belt, which is a belt of physical perfection +2, which is amazing. And of course, it's actually going to go on our, interestingly enough, we can go on 2 people. So it gives +2 to strength, dex, and constitution, all of which are useful for all of our melee. Now we're kind of in a bit of a conundrum, because we could give it to our main character, which does give him 1 dex and will give him 24 armor class, which is good. You know what? I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Yep, our main character is going to be a little bit more powerful. She's already got dexterity. I mean, she could also benefit from extra strength, as everyone can. But so can our dwarf. And I'm going to give him that. Now he's at +3 to hit, which is nice. And we also found full plate +1. Oh, everyone has a full plate +1 already, so it really wasn't all that helpful, and we're probably going to end up selling it. We also have studded leather +2, which is equally good to the studded leather +2 we're already wearing, and will be sold as well. We have medium armor, a breastplate +2, which I think might be better than what she's currently wearing. Max dexterity bonus of +3 though, so it's actually worse. Alright, I guess that's pretty well going to be it for this area. Does anyone need a cloak? Everyone has cloaks now, right? Yep. We have a bunch of garbage rings, but we'll work on that later. I really kind of wish I had taken Great Club, because this +2 large Great Club would hit like a freight train. Actually, I'll show you how much damage we could do with it. So our damage is currently 21 to 31. This is 20 to 34. We're also not proficient in it, so that's probably why it's a little bit lower. It also looks cool. Our Earthbreaker is cold iron though, so that's pretty neat as well. That is monstrously big. Let me take a look here. So this thing's 14 pounds. There is no way, if that head is made of steel, that that is 14 pounds. Just judging by like a set of dumbbells at the gym, that's probably a good 100-ish pounds just on the head of it alone. It's monstrous. It's huge. Next time you go to the gym, pick up like an 80 or 100 pound dumbbell, place it against your head, and realize that this thing is probably about 2 people's heads worth of solid steel. It would weigh a lot. There's no way you could swing that thing around very easily. Anyways, we're done in this area. We can leave. And just in the nick of time, we're 20 minutes, we'll head back to the capital. We'll do a little bit of rulership. And then we'll go from there. We'll see what we can do next. It's almost the end of the month, so hopefully we'll have some peasants in need of saving or taxing. Maybe Oleg is revolted and we need to go take his trading post by force. Seize Svetlana as our financial advisor. I'm sure she's got a great intelligence rating.
Charge!
Charge against what? Oh, bandits.
We can do it!
Why are you in the tree? Oh, that's unfortunate. Go take on that one. Move out of range.
Run!
I think that's about the end of this fight. What do we get? Composite shortbow, we'll take that. And I guess the composite shortbows are pretty good. The daggers are not. Unless they're masterwork. Which they aren't. So, despite the Staglord being long dead, the bandits still plague these lands. We'll save in case it's... well, it is trapped. Let's save in case it's lockpickable.
Impossible.
How impossible? You need to roll an 11. Okay. Should be able to do that.
What a failure.
Let's just retcon that. Surely our relatively mid-level rogue can lockpick what is, or sorry, disarm trap what is effectively a satchel.
Ugh, what a failure. That was easy.
Thank you. I hate you. Although 36 experience I guess is okay.
I won't be halted.
Oh, the bones are back. They're higher this time. They're approaching the screen. I have determined that this game is haunted. Those bones eventually will come through my screen, assemble into a skeleton, and that will be the end of Eltimar Gaming. It will be a sad end, but I think it would be the way I'd want to go. An in-game skeleton coming to life and killing me? That would be one for the stories, and would definitely jump my channel into like some serious fame. Apparently I didn't loot some of the trolls. Alright, let's go back home. We're at medium encumbrance, which is actually kind of surprising considering the absolutely monstrous strength our group has. I like her character model. The glowy bow, the magical arrow, the elven archer look. Pretty cool. We are a bit of a ways from home. What's that thing? New events. Apparently it wants us to go home. We have things to do there. We are on our way. It's going to take 8 years to get there. Because we're moving at medium encumbrance, which apparently makes you move like a very old geriatric woman.
Life is a burden.
You're fine. We'll rest when we get into the throne room. After we deal with whoever's there. But yes, now we have Troll Slayer, a great axe for killing trolls. Especially branded trolls. Normal trolls, I mean, we could have killed them with Fireball or whatever spells, Flaming Burst or whatever it's called, Flaming Lance. But them branded trolls are a special kind of annoying. And this throne room is a special kind of takes its sweet time to load. Alright, what are our new events? Ekundeo's journey was a hard one. He'd lost so much we met him in a moment of desperation. When wounded and exhausted, he was pursuing trolls who had killed his wife and daughter. Ever since, Akun has traveled with us. Oh, we failed at our weed. Alright, fine, what else? 17 days for that one. Troll raids, 24 days. A sign from above. The locals could use a reminder of the greatness and power of the gods. The high priest should hold hold a solemn ritual to show blah blah blah. We have no one that can do that right now. A nasty rumor is spreading that is injurious to our reputation. Let's send a dude. We need to roll a 7 or above, so that should be fine. Projects. We should probably do one of these, except we can't do those because he's gone doing something. Can't do that because he's gone doing something. Maybe we can send nobody to do that either. Why is everyone doing something? Well, we can just wait a couple days. We might as well, because we're almost at the beginning of the month. Events. Jathal is in a fury. Alright, fine. What's up with Jathal now? A lot of guards. Enio the traveling merchant. Enio, a half-merchant who recently appeared in the capital, falls to the floor in front of you. Jathal stands beside him, looking quite unlike her normal self. Usually cold and stiff, the face of the undead elf now burns with rage. Despite his nearness to his furious undead captor, Enio looks concerned but unafraid. If you allow me to speak, I can explain everything. I hope you can, half-blood, otherwise, Jathal hisses and turns to you. Have I told you the sad story of my death? It is sad, most of all because I do not remember how my life ended. I wandered exhausted through the wastelands beyond the borders of Hionin until I could barely see my path. I stopped to rest, or perhaps I lost consciousness. When I came to my senses, I heard the call of my goddess, returning me from the dead. Was it poison? Magic? Illness? Whatever stole my life away, it left no trace. I thought this mystery would haunt me forever, but then I entered the shop of this half-blood, seeking some reminder of Kionin. And what did I discover there? My very own dagger. Jathal shows you an elven crafted dagger with a chipped blade and empty sockets, where once gemstones adorned the handle. This dagger disappeared the night I was taken by death. How could this half-blood have obtained it? Let us speak, Jathal. Anger will not help us learn the truth. That is why, Jathal pauses, respecting your authority, I have brought this pathetic husker here, rather than getting the truth out of him by my own methods. Enio, the traveling merchant, says. The half-elf rises to his feet and sighs, putting his clothes in order. Thank you for allowing me to speak, your grace. The story is not very exciting, certainly not as exciting as my tale of the drunken regatta within the eye of a Bendigo. Yesterday, north of the city, I stumbled upon a dead boar. There was no one around, but the dagger was protruding from the miserable beast's neck. I don't know why the owner would have left it in the carcass. Perhaps the beast escaped from the hunter, taking along the weapon that injured it. So I inadvertently decided to keep the item I'd found, thanking my luck, and never suspecting the price I would pay for it. We will investigate this matter further. Let's start by checking Enio's story and seek out this unfortunate boar. Jathal bows gracefully. I am grateful. It's important to me. And you, half-blood, should pray for our success. If you are lying, I shall find a surer way to get the truth from you. We have to take Jathal to deal with the boar thing. I do want to do this side quest because I didn't get to do it in the beta because I forgot about it, and then it expired before we could ever get to it. So yeah. I would like to see how it ends, even though we don't normally use Jathal anymore. Shouldn't be that hard to go get a dagger from a boar corpse, right? Or go see a boar corpse, I hope. Alright, one more day and it's a new month. 2 more days, it's a new month. Rova. A sign from above was a failure because our high priest was gone, so whatever. That opportunity passed us by. Unfortunately, so did all of the other ones. We have nothing to go on right now. Our economy is rank 2. Our military will be rank 2. If we could ever get our military advisor back. He's off somewhere. What is he doing again? Bull raids? 17 days, that's a long time. 3 days for that nasty rumor, and 10 days for the mine. Alright, we're gonna leave here then. And since we're at about half an hour, we're gonna call it. So like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others, I'll see you all in the next video. And we will go off and kill some more things.